An hour's drive from Belfast, in the lee of the mountains of Mourne, Royal Marine Commandos run an adventure camp for boys from the cramped streets of that unhappy city. Some of these boys have never previously been outside Belfast in their lives.
Don't want anything.
This is not an isolated experiment, for it's a fact that the army is doing far more than they're given credit for when it comes to helping out and trying to make people's lives less miserable. Rioting can be relied upon to make headlines and hate, but still every unit appoints a community relations officer, and most have an impressive list of activities. Major, what's the thinking behind this sort of thing?
The idea principally is to get as many people out of the town areas as possible, to get them doing things that they perhaps have never done before, to get them away from their environment, away from all the sort of sordid side of the city and so on, and to try and do this in a way that they could perhaps begin to run this sort of thing themselves. There's all too little of it in Belfast. This is our thinking anyway, and even if we just start it going, then we think that on the whole this is something. It's something worth doing.
From the soldier's point of view, the man who has to be on the streets on patrol and so on, do you think it does any good?
Oh, I think it does an immense amount of good, yes, yes. One is always dealing, obviously, with a variety of opinions in this, in any of the city areas. Within our own area, let's say 25% perhaps would not look kindly upon what we're doing. The other 75% are very glad that we do, and are only too glad to help. I think on the whole, the soldier immensely likes doing it, of course. He gets a tremendous kick out of it, and the feeling that he's doing some good to the community is something which he likes. I think on the whole, soldiers are basically humanitarians. They're not only there to hit people on the head and do their rather more warlike duties.
There are undoubtedly people in Northern Ireland whose political interests would be served if enterprises like this were to fail. It must disconcert them to find that outfits like the Marines have more in their armoury than CS gas. Peter Sissons, News at 10 in Northern Ireland.